Now, speaking of the Jazz Festival, Kasan Belgrave Sextet is going to be performing on that same stage, Carhart Amphitheater stage, on Monday at 2 o'clock. This is going to be one of the hot shows. Kasan Belgrave, absolute rising star, if not a star already in the Detroit scene, a representation of the young cats in this city that are carrying on the legacy of a lot of different musicians, and of course, Marcus Belgrave, Kasan's father. And those are big shoes to fill, but I'm very excited to have you hear what this guy is capable of with his band ahead of that set on Monday at the Detroit Jazz Festival. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Live in studio with me, with his band, this is Kasan Belgrave, the track Hold Up, live on WDET, In the Groove. Incredible. Kasan Belgrave and his band live in studio, live on WDET on In the Groove. That is the track. Hold up. Got to make sure to get that exclamation point in the name of the track. Kasan Belgrave going to be performing at the Jazz Festival on Monday, 2 o'clock, Carhartt Amphitheater stage, performing tracks from his new album, Dual Citizen, which will be available on CD, really for the first time at the Jazz Festival. So if you want to be one of the early supporters of that project, definitely check him out, 2 o'clock. On Monday at the Carhartt Amphitheater stage. And Kasan Belgrave joining me live in studio. A pleasure to finally have you here, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. I just, I see you out, we see each other out all the time, and it's great to be in this setting, talking to you and talking to the people of Detroit and sharing this music. So I really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to introduce your band here in a moment. But yeah, speaking out and about, Kasan, people have a chance to see you doing a residency at Cliff Bell's. Are you there tonight?
I am there tonight.
Oh, man, that's fantastic. Yeah, so he does a fantastic residency at Cliff Bell's if people get a chance to go out there and check out that show. Yeah, I know you have to do this, kind of in the father's shadow to some degree here. Marcus Belgrave, one of the greatest of all time,
of course.
On the trumpet and insanely influential with his music in terms of passing the torch. This is the ultimate passing of the torch from father to son.
I guess so.
Talk to me a little bit about that musical relationship and that passing of the torch between you and your dad.
Well, my father always told me as a kid, because I think a lot of people think that like we were only on like a professional level because, he was my mentor and, but as a father-son relationship, it was very close. And, whatever I chose to do in my career path, whatever I had a passion for, it wasn't like he was forcing me to do music, because I love music. So it didn't really take him that much convincing of me to do it.
Yeah.
But it was more of, whatever your passion is and your desire, just do it 100%, whether that's, if you're a janitor or if you're, a software engineer or something like that, always put in the same amount, like 100%, 200%, desire and passion. And so I think just looking, seeing him growing up as a kid, and he's, already in his elder years,
yeah,
he still had that discipline, he still had that love, and regardless of what his health problems were, I think what really inspired me was he just pushed through it. Like, he was always practicing. He was always trying to get better, even at age 70, 75. Yeah. So that was growing up and seeing that, and him passing when I was that young, right. I kind of realized it made me wake up at a young age, be like, okay, this is, if music is what you want to do, you got to do it to the death.
Yeah, sort of instilled in the family lineage there. And yeah, he performed. I saw him perform with an oxygen tank near his side, and still went up there and was the best musician on the stage.
Yeah, yeah. Barely breathing, and he's he's inspiring these young kids who have fresh new lungs, and he's so just seeing that very much so. I had no choice.
Of course.
I had to do it. It's just following suit.
Yeah, it's not one of those things where when you have hyper cool parents, you're like, well, then I'm going to be an accountant. Sometimes people want to reject it.
Yes.
But you're like, no, I'm going to follow in these footsteps.
Right.
Is there a little pressure that comes with that?
Yeah, of course, growing up for sure. But now that, I have kind of my own voice in the music now, and that's what I've been kind of waiting for this whole time. It wouldn't come forced, it would just be something organic. And so I think this first project is my most organic self in terms of my music right now. So hopefully, that will continue. I'll continue finding my creative, the highs of my, my creativity, and keep going with it.
A very important lineage but a voice all his own. Kasan Belgrave joining us live on WDET here on In the Groove, performing some new music. You're hearing it really first. He's got a new record coming out, Dual Citizen. This will be a big time debut. Going to introduce a lot of people to the music of Kasan Belgrave through this CD and this album, also through his performance this weekend at the Detroit Jazz Festival, 2 o'clock on the Carhart Amphitheater stage. Kasan is joined today by Kaleb Robinson on drums. I see you over there, man. Incredible stuff. Jordan Anderson on piano, Michael Abbo on bass. The Next Generation in studio with me, and absolutely incredible. I don't want to talk anymore, man. I want to get back into the music. This track is yet another new one from Kasan, Switch Lanes. You're in the groove, live on WDET. That recording is going into the heavy rotation. That was hot, man. My God. Fantastic stuff from Kasan Belgrave live in studio. You are hearing it as it is. And man, I just got to say, as complicated as that may have sounded to you out there listening, these guys look so calm and cool. Even during those like insane switch ups and time signatures, man.
Hey, switch lanes.
Oh my God. Yeah, you really took that literally. I love it, man. That's absolutely fantastic stuff.
Thank you.
Kasan Belgrave on the sax here. We got Kaleb Robinson on drums, Jordan Anderson on piano, Michael Abbo on bass. Just absolutely killing it. A small taste of what you will experience when Kasan takes the stage, 2 o'clock, Carhartt Amphitheater stage on Labor Day as part of the Jazz Festival. What do you really got cooking for that performance, man? What are you going to bring to the Detroit audience?
Yeah, so what you heard just now, we're going to perform, so Hold Up, Switch Lanes. I think there's 3 more tunes on the album that we're going to feature. I was trying to have some special guests because I have the incredible Robert Hurst on bass on the record and also Mike Reed on drums. And so, but, we couldn't do the special guest thing. So we're going to do some other arrangements of other, great composers, and including like Sam Rivers. Of course, there's a couple songs off, what's that?
Point of Departure.
Point of Departure, right. And, a lot of my tunes are inspired by, Chick Corea. We're also doing a Chick Corea tune entitled Mirror Mirror. We're going to do some, all the songs are influenced kind of by like this Wynton Marsalis-y sort of Lawrence Williams-y type of style. And so shout out to Wynton Marsalis, that's my boy. But so we're also going to be doing, we're going to switch it up. It's not going to be all straight ahead jazz. But
well, Wynton Marsalis, I mean, that's a very established style. You're establishing your voice. How would you, in this moment, describe Kasan's style when it comes to playing?
I would like to be at a place where my writing style is considered, I wouldn't say like upbeat, but very, I wanted to have a feeling of, sort of a feeling of like uneasiness, but also like kind of laid back. So like this uneasiness is within like the chord progressions of the song, and like, there's, very complicated notes, note combinations. So,
but still some joy among the trepidation.
Right.
You can have that. You can have that, man.
Exactly. So I'm trying to we're not there yet, but at some point in the near future, I want to try to have a feeling of question and a feeling of ease at the same time. Just like an open-ended, like pondering type of thing. Also, which is another tune of mine called Ponder that we're gonna do.
I love it. That's truly the point of Detroit Public Radio, of WDET, is a stage for these voices, capturing these moments and fossilizing them. This is the sound of your city. You're getting in on the ground floor. You're getting a front row seat to it here, live on WDET with Kasan Belgrave and his band. And he's got one more song for us. Turn this one up loud, Detroit. Really get into this one. It's number 3, live on WDET. You're in the groove.
Thank you.